How do? Welcome back. Right, it's day 5 in a row. It's Bank Holiday Sunday, August Bank Holiday Sunday 2025. You know what, yesterday Winchester was really good. I was so tired when we got there. Luckily got my second wind and got around. We got around 17, which was a pretty good innings. There were some amazing pubs in Winchester. It was just absolutely phenomenal. Loved it. Can't wait to go back and do the rest. Today it's all about High Wycombe, but I couldn't come to High Wycombe and not visit a pub that my buddy Trevor Power knows pubs reminded me about that I've never been to. Just down the road from Beaconsfield in an area called 40 Green, and it's another one that claims to be, yeah, you guessed it, the oldest pub in England. So this absolute beauty here is the Royal Standard of England. I mean, that is a sight to behold. That's the King Charles room, apparently. I'm sure it's not the King Charles we have at the moment, but it would have been one of the King Charleses. Yeah, look at this. Pretty incredible, to say the least. So, the Royal Standard of England will be pub number 1 today, and honestly, I cannot wait to have a look around this and to show you around as well. Pub number 1 of the day, Royal Standard of England. Trevor Power says it's become one of his favourite ever pubs. I'm looking forward to it. I don't even know where to start with this one. There's not going to be much point in me talking to you about it. I'm just going to wander around and show you. It is, wow, just wow. I'm speechless. There's some of the beers where we're going. So I'm starting with Hazy Pale Rebellion, but there's some cask ale, as you would expect there to be as well on there. But let's just take you around. So have a look at that stained glass window. So this place is marvellous. Absolutely breathtaking. I don't think I've ever seen anything quite like it, to be honest. Again, that's another one that is just, it's just going to be a place you wander around, and there's just things to look at absolutely everywhere, and it's just an incredible looking place. Every time I turn around I see something else. It is absolutely, so it's just gone sort of 20 past 12 on a Bank Holiday Sunday, and as you can see, it is filling up already. Menus on all the tables and things. So ever so hard to get to, single track road most of the way down here, but I did get here, and well, just I don't really know where I'm at with this. It's just old bits of tapestry and things like that. The more you wander through, the more little nooks and crannies you find, the old stone floors. Just an absolutely amazing building to be wandering around in. Over 900 years old, so they're claiming to be the oldest one. But, you know, I went in one yesterday in Winchester, the Royal Oak, that also claimed to be the oldest one. So, who's telling the truth, who isn't? But I'll tell you what, this is certainly a lot more impressive than the Royal Oak in Winchester. I mean, just wow, just look at it, just absolutely incredible, absolutely incredible. What a place. Obviously, thought I'd get myself a royal roast, so all 3 meats. That's pretty amazing. And a small fish and chips,
probably about the right size for me,
which is probably about the right size for Holly, so yeah, pretty good. My mind is blown by that. That was just absolutely amazing. So it's taken us 10 minutes to drive from there to here in High Wycombe, on the outskirts of High Wycombe. So you ever come around here, seriously go and check that place out. It is just phenomenal. But first one of High Wycombe then, going to be this, the General Havelock, a Fuller's pub. And again, you know what, that is a really, really brilliant looking pub. I love the old stone and stuff on the front of it. Authentic Thai food, Thursday and Saturday, 4 till 9:30. Sunday roast today, 12 till 4. Fuller's always do good pubs, and this looks like it's going to be another belter. First up for High Wycombe then, General Havelock. I've been spoiled today already by the start to it. 2 absolutely beautiful pubs. If we hadn't just been to the Royal Standard of England, I would be sitting here telling you this is one of the most beautiful pubs I've ever seen, because it is absolutely stunning. Proper Fuller's pub, really good Fuller's cask on London Pride. I mean, do like a London Pride, but the place is gorgeous. But because of where we've just been, you know, I'm going to show you anyway. It's lovely. Really good little run, yeah. ESB and London Pride, always pleased to see those. And again, from Seafarers, good ale that is as well. But this place is pretty beautiful. General Havelock, the name, but there is even a little uniform that grounds on this side in a cabinet as well. It is a really nice looking place. And if we'd have just come here straight away today, I would honestly be screaming from the rooftops to you about it. But we did that breathtaking Royal Standard of England before, and now nothing I think is ever going to compare to that in my life again. But this is an absolute belter. It looks beautiful. It's got a lovely garden space to the rear and stuff as well. Really, really good pub. Fullers have done a wonderful job with that. The lady that runs it is lovely, and the whole place really does look pretty good, doesn't it? The whole thing, even older size as you come through on here, looks great, doesn't it? Absolutely wonderful place. Another really beautiful little pub. So the area is doing really well so far. 2 in. Stop 3 minutes away is this. George the 5th out here on quite a busy road. It's got a little Marston's look to it. Whether or not it is, I don't know, but it might be. But car scales, Riverside Garden, live sports, that's what it says, pool table. Let's get in and see what it's like. King George V. What is so great about what we do is that you go from pubs that are dead close to each other. They are completely different styles of pub, appealing to completely different parts of the whole industry, really. And yeah, coming a couple of minutes away from the Havelock, this is a completely different style pub. This is a great boozer to be able to watch football in, and Forest just happens to be on, so you know, I've kind of lost track of what I was doing for a minute or so. But yeah, really nice old pub again, low ceilings, lovely looking fireplace, great people running it, just a good vibe. Lovely looking little place. That bar is absolutely stunning. Definitely a locals one, totally different vibe. Lovely fireplace feature over on that side. So you can tell the age of the place again. Looks like a pretty old pub, but yeah, great place to watch the sport and stuff as well. Good boozer, completely different sort of vibe, and I love that. Going on with a few outskirtsy ones as we head towards the town centre now. And next stop will be this Belle View. I've done a few called Belle View, but not massive amounts. Maybe 3rd or 4th Belle View I've probably done. So up here on another sort of side street away from the hustle and bustle of the town centre. Cask and craft, live music, and a courtyard patio. Let's get in and see them all. Sister pub to the pub that sponsors the Antelope. This sister pub to it. So nice to get out and see it. So I didn't know this was one of the sister pubs. So nice to get out here, not really knowing too much about it, and then be able to have a nice look around here. Without anything else, really good little couple of cask ales on. Another one from Marlow Brewery, second Marlow Brewery beer for me today, and it's another good one. Definitely want to check their brewery out at some point. This is a nice little pub. It's definitely got a rocky feel to it. With any live music venue, you're always going to find Trooper not too far from the bar. Yeah, Marlow Brew's Thunderbolt's what I've gone with in here. Yeah, I'm certainly becoming a believer of Marlow Brewery. So live bands here every Friday and Saturday, all styles, punk, blues, rock, you name it. The chances are they've probably got it going on. Just had a paint job and stuff on the front. It looks great outside. It looks pretty good in here, to be honest. This is your kind of what a live music venue should look like. And look, there is a load of great things coming up, and another one with a good little beer garden space out to the rear, and a tennis ball being down there suggests to me you probably get some really cool pub dogs coming down here as well. So we've headed across the town because I can do one more before I have to drop the car off and check in at the hotel, and this one is kind of out on its own, so there's no other way of really having to get to this one today. It's a lovely little place called Brazen's Brews up here on an industrial area. So Brazen's Brews, they brew a few of their own little bits. It looks like they do them on site here, as well as having quite a good little range of stuff from other people. So Brazen's Brews, next up today. There's your beer board. As you can see, 4 of their own brews up there as well. It's a lovely little, it's a tiny little tap, but nice little place, very friendly, and a really good place to come and find some craft beer up here. All the magic takes place just behind where it's all on show, just here. That is it. There's nowhere else for me to show you. That is the full extent. This little brewery tap Again, not a brewery I've ever heard of, knew anything about until today, so nice to get it ticked off and see them. A few minutes away from there then is this one. This is the Squirrel. That's a very nice colour on the outside of that. Again, it looks like quite a nice old pub. It's probably been here for a long period of time. It looks to have a nice big beer garden on it. And it is once again set down in the houses in this residential area. So the Squirrel, stop 6 of the day. Beautiful old beams, low ceilings, and a nice fireplace. Honestly, they used to put fireplaces in all of the old pubs, and I kind of miss that. It'd be so cool to have them in modern day pubs. Not that we obviously need them anymore, but it is. But something a little bit unique about this. A couple of cask ales served direct from the cask. Casks are just sat up on the bar. So yeah, something a little bit unique. And can't say I've seen that many times before at all, but I'm a fan, and a beer that I've never had before in one of them. One on this side, one on that side. My beer has come direct from it, so that is quite nice. There's your fireplace. There's your sort of dining room extension bit. This is obviously a newer bit built on the pub from what it was, but yeah, these uneven low ceilings, things like that. Another big garden to the back, but it is a very nice looking little place, so definitely worth coming to seek out once again. Food coming out looks absolutely wicked as well. As far as beer gardens go, that certainly isn't a shabby one. Bit of a kids play area and stuff as well, but all sorts out here. Decent size. From here then it is now a case of working into the town centre, but the other sister pub of today's sponsors, the Antelope, is this one, Hourglass. So we thought we might as well, while we're out this way, get this one done, and then we can head on into the town centre from here. Stop 7 of the day. Looks a nice big pub. It's on a massively busy junction where Tesco's and stuff is as well. It's got a beer garden. It says Live Sky Sports. Hourglass up next. It feels more community, local style pub. There's loads of screens for all the sport and stuff. Timmy Taylor's Golden Best is the cask ale offering, and it's just that it's a big pub. This plenty of different characters in different age ranges, things like that, using it. So yeah, all the hallmarks of a proper community local. Timmy Taylor's Golden Best. I always found that. Murphy's on in here as well. Take a wonder. It's a big pub, this one. All the way around, pool table and stuff around on this side. Plenty of Wycombe scarves. First ones I've seen today, actually, Wycombe scarves. So not a bad looking place, but yeah, community, local vibes all day long for this. The hotel checked in at, we're good to go. So in the town centre itself now, going to work through this. So first one in the town. I know, by the way, that there are still some on the outskirts that we haven't got to yet, so I'll have to come do them on another trip. Not going to walk out to those today. So next up's going to be Brazen Crown, and that doesn't look a bad pub in the slightest, does it? Rose and Crown on Mendy Street. So it's got a little beer garden a little bit to the rear, but this is Wycombe Town Centre, or the edge of Wycombe Town Centre for you. So let's see what else we find. Rose and Crown's next stop. Yeah, the sweet little pub dog is called Bruce. He does seem a real little sweetheart. Good cask ale range. 4 decent ales on. Again, one from Marlow. A different one for me is Windsor and Eton Brewery. Again, so always nice finding different breweries that I've not had a chance to try before. Decent little keg range as well. You can watch the sport in here. It's an L-shaped pub with a good vibe and plenty of little dog toys. Oh, there you go, that's what I've gone with. Crush Smash from Windsor and Eton. Really impressed. Trooper again, but yeah, look at this. Pub of the Year 2025, Cameras won. High Wycombe Pub of the Year. Apparently not the first time they have won it either, so that shines through in the ale. The ale is really good. He said they've had some absolutely exceptional ones over the years as well. Wall of Fame. Watch the sport and stuff in here. Decent enough little keg mix and stuff on there as well. So they're pile of dog toys for the sweet little pub doggy who is wandering around somewhere else now. But yeah, pretty good pub of this. Really good selection of ciders and things to go with it. You can see why it's Camera Pub of the Year for 2025. A few little chain ones here. So might as well tick those off. And a closed down one. Something, maybe the Belle or something it was called. which actually looks like a lovely pub behind me, which is closed. Yeah, look at that. Looks like that would have been an absolute little beauty. So that is a closed down one. But what we're going to do then?
Instead.
Yeah, and instead, Yates's has survived. Whereas in a lot of towns and cities, the Yates's have gone. But, you know, oh well. Yates is up next. See Yates's. Plenty of screens around. Mix of points. See Yates's. There really isn't much to show you, much to tell you, or much to write home about, to be honest. It is just a Yates's. Oh, Yates's, yeah. I don't know. This gets to that point, isn't it, where they've had their day. For me, I think all bars like that have kind of had their day, but opposite there, pretty much, aside from that beautiful Belle, just down from that is this Butler's. I will say, at least that is quite the impressive looking exterior, quite an impressive building. Well, certainly the upper floors are, which have more than likely got nothing to do with the downside bit. Again, it looks chain pubby to me. It's going to be an Amber or an Admiral or something like that, I would have thought, but nice building, and nonetheless, it's top 10 of the day, Butler's. A cool little feature already, almost like a little cave thing. It's obviously a more modern wall and stuff, but yeah, that's a cool enough little feature. Yeah, what the rest of the pub looks like. No sport, which surprised me actually. It looks like it should have been a sport style pub. The Marston's owned building. And I think sometimes people think that I've got a vendetta against Masters or whatever, when I don't. It's just, look around. That Yates's was absolutely packed. I mean, that's Stonegate, I'm not a massive fan of theirs, but you know, packed. This similar style pub, 25, 30 yards away, empty. Masters can honestly suck the intelligence level out of anything. They just don't know what they're doing. Oh, well, lads, they're now playing pool, but yeah, that is it, empty. On a bank holiday Sunday afternoon. And there, honestly, that was just absolutely soul destroying. Even the poor chap running the place looks absolutely bored off his, well, I don't get Marston's, I really don't. They seem to get worse and worse by the week as well. But fortunately, things should be about to pick up. But here's the next one for today, Mad Squirrel. Local brewing heroes, Mad Squirrel. Decent stuff, always on offer with these guys, so very pleased to find that there was one in High Wycombe Centre. So yeah, not been in a bad Mad Squirrel place. Can't see this starting that off with a different trend. So Mad Squirrel, next up. Yeah, I mean, this is a million times better. A, there are people in here, so there's an atmosphere, but B, there's a wonderful selection of beer in here, as you would expect from Mad Squirrel. So I have got a post-run Sabro Pale Ale. It's really good. The vibe and everything in here is pretty cool. They're always, every time I've been in one of their tap rooms, I've found new beer, because they have a lot of beer on, a lot. They brew an awful lot of different styles, a lot of things. So I'm a big fan of Mad Squirrel stuff. So there you have it. Plenty of beer of all different sorts. Stouts, pales, lagers, IPAs, wheat beers, sours, stuff on the cask. Yeah, plenty to write home about, plenty to choose from here in this nice looking little tap room. Every single one of their tap rooms that I've been in has got a bit of character to it. Always gives off a good vibe, and this one is no different. Pretty nice place. Additional seating and stuff upstairs as well. And I'm gonna pick some Mad Squirrel cans up. You certainly can as well. Pretty cool stop off. Squirrel was wicked. Yeah, really pleased with that one. Always good beer, always good tap rooms. Can't go wrong. If you've got one anywhere near you, go and see it, because you won't be disappointed. But it's time then for today's sponsors. And it is the beautiful little Antelope, sat here in the corner. So as you can see, look, circa 1600, the largest beer garden in High Wycombe. And quite a beautiful little frontage on that, sat behind this gorgeous structure as well. So tucked away in the corner. What a little beauty that actually is. Let's get in and see what they've got going on. Look, it's 1600. Yes, it's got the biggest beer garden in the whole of Wycombe. You know what, they're not wrong. That beer garden is absolutely huge. It's a lovely bar area. Very nice, tucked away little corner pub. No cask, wingman, brewdog I've gone for. That's my bev of choice for this one. But yeah, lots of little nooks, lots of little crannies. Show you. Take a look at the bar. The bar is quite impressive. It's quite beautiful. This little keg mix said Wingman Brewdog. What I went for? Take you for a little wander. Lovely fireplace feature. Gorgeous old stone floor. Nooks, crannies, spaces everywhere you look. You will find them in and amongst this place. This is a particularly lovely little part of the pub. A lovely little room out here to this side. But I'm just going to show you that beer garden because it is impressive. It's huge. I'll show you, there's no riffraff yet. You know what, I'll let it in here somehow. Whiskey in the jar, bank. But we head on out to the garden. Yeah, look at that. So there's a pool table out here undercover, but that is quite the beer garden space. Big old place, lovely looking from out here as well. This side of the pub, absolutely gorgeous. There you have it, the Antelope. Yeah, beautiful 1600s setting, and that beer garden is definitely a sight to behold. Just around a corner from that, then needs ticking off. Might as well do it. It's one of the lounge brands here, Miletto Lounge. So that looks, well, maybe an old theatre, something like that. Quite a beautiful building. It's a cafe bar, I know, but we've done a lot of them. Miletto Lounge next. Pretty small for one of the lounges, looks like. Anyway, there's not many of those lampshades that I love. Not many at all. Some on stands around, none on the ceiling at all. Very disappointed. That's what I live for, those garish lampshades. One there, over on a thing, but the rest of them, they're hanging from the ones from the ceiling, they just don't measure up. Aside from that, Miletto Lounge, that's what it looks like. That was a quick stop off, as you thought it probably would be. And next stop, I haven't done one of these today. We're getting them all in now, don't we? Literally, they're all coming one after the other. It's the Craft Union pub. So yeah, we've still got spoons to go, but lounge ticked, Yates is ticked. There's no Neil's here somewhere as well, but yeah, 3 tons is the Craft Union pub for High Wycombe, and it is stop 13 so far of our little tour. In the middle of Pride for here, aren't they? So very LGBTQ friendly, which is always good to see, no matter where you are. Always nice to feel that a pub is inclusive and includes everybody, even when it's not Pride, and I'm sure this one actually does. No cask, classic Craft Union feel to it, but it's a lovely old pub that goes a long way back with a decent sized beer garden. Proper old beams and stuff in here again. It's definitely kept its, yeah, it's like the olden style feel to it. Pubs used to do this a lot. I've been to a fair few that sort of drop down as you go, level after level after level with the old stone, which is quite cool. Yeah, nice aesthetic to this Craft Union. To the lounge, followed by Craft Union. You know, it's logical to just complete the set, complete the trio by heading straight to spoons, isn't it? So it's got to be a method to this somewhere. So next up, spoons, and it's the Falcon just here. Yeah, I mean, compared to a lot of it's quite a nice building. It's attached to, but compared to a lot of spoons, it doesn't look massive, not from the front anyway. But you know, some of them can be deceptive. They can go all the way back. So the Falcon, it's stop, I think it's 14 of the day so far. The cask range in it is really poor. Probably one of the worst cask offerings I've seen in a spoons anywhere in the country. However, they did have a mad squirrel beer on a keg called Sumo. I'm going to try. So, small victories. That one's a win. Carby's alright. It's a little bit generic, not terrible. Spoons, mid-range, mid-size. Looks like a spoons. Yeah, I mean, spoons always do refits quite well again. Carpet isn't shabby. I don't actually dislike it at all. But yeah, the cask ale selection is over here. We're really, really poor. One that I'd not seen before from Windsor and Eton Guardsman, but yeah, Jaipur is in most of them these days. There you go. There's your spoons. The Falcon looks very spoonsy. Complete the chain route, like a bingo card, and seeing which ones you can tick off in a day. And let's complete it though, and tick off the final, I think, chain pub for Wycombe, O'Neill's. Which, you know what, as far as O'Neill's buildings go, that ain't a bad one. Nice little garden to the front, right next door to Trilogy nightclub. You can guarantee I will not be tearing up in there tonight, or ever probably, because I am far too old to be in nightclubs. But I'm not far too old to be in O'Neill's. So let's do that. With all the chains, I think when you've seen one, you've seen them all, but they're not too shabby, O'Neill's. As far as the chains go, I don't dislike them in the slightest really, so but it looks like an O'Neill's. And with that in mind, there is no value in me wandering around showing you too much about anything else. It is O'Neill's. It does what O'Neill's does. I have O'Neill's and the probably the penultimate stopper tonight. I think we've got 2 left. We're going to get through. It's going to be this. It might be the penultimate stop, it might not. There's one over there, it's a Sky Sports Live here, but there's one here called Hydron. So anyway, the Snug next stop of tonight. And at least, you know what? It's not a chain pub. That's a big bonus. This is one of the late night party venues, most definitely. It seems like this table, the table we're booked out from 9:30 tonight. On a bank holiday Sunday night, fair play. So it's where your party's gonna start, party's gonna happen. I think definitely a funky style venue. A big sort of dance floor space. Not much to write home about on the bar, so I've gone for Guinness. But yeah, you can tell this is definitely going to be the late night party style vibe. Late night venues are not my thing these days, because I'm far too old for stuff like that normally anyway. But yeah, that's not really my vibe, not really my scene. So that's probably going to be mega rams later on. I guarantee it probably will be. But opposite that, I think yeah, tonight's final stop is going to be Hydron. I don't know, but this looks much more my sort of scene. So it is a dead opposite of Snug. Hydron, craft beer, cocktails, pizza, wings. You know what? They are some of my favourite things in the entire world. So this will be the last stop of the night, and I'm looking forward to it. Otherwise, this is going to be the perfect finish for me. Really good selection of craft beers on, some really good breweries round corner. I've got one from Phantom. If you've never checked out Phantom Brewery, you most definitely should. It's a good one. Phantom are an excellent brewery. This has got some real good bits on. It's got a decent menu: chicken wings, pizzas, burgers, other nibbles, things like that. Yeah, good final one I think for tonight. So definitely the place to stop. I need to wander you around. All the taps is on a different side because luckily we have a beer list just here. So I am on the number 17, the Phantom Edition Plus One. It's a pale, it's really good, but the menu, the vibe, the whole aesthetic of this, right up my street. Look at some of the beers they've had on as well. Yeah, this is definitely the final one to finish on. Not a bad first innings for the area. There's still a few around the outskirts to come back and do. And obviously the rest of them, like where we were earlier towards Beaconsfield, like it spreads out, so there's plenty more that I can definitely get around here and do. But yeah, big thanks to the Antelope for sponsoring today. Big thanks to Wycombe for putting up with us and making it a pretty good day. 18, not too shabby. 5 days on the road though. I've got 1 day off, and I'll see in Leeds on Wednesday. I'll see in Leeds on Wednesday. Tuesday, I don't even know anymore. Tuesday. I'll see in Leeds on Tuesday.